I think you know many of us disagree with the first time in 250 years history of the country, the unified executive theory. So let me drill into one area to ask. Do you concur that multiple studies have shown that people, both adults and children, across the globe have died because of cuts to programs like USAID?
I do not concur with the validity of those studies. They are based on projected.
Do you agree that people have
fake
died
methodology.
across the globe because of our cuts?
I believe these studies that people are banting about.
My question is, do you believe people have died because of the cuts to USAID? It's simple, yes or no.
I do not believe that the administration.
You don't believe anyone's died?
Let me finish the question.
No, it's a yes or no.
It isn't.
Doctor, it's really simple. Do you think people died or not?
Cuts are aimed at.
All right, you're not going to answer it. I would claim my time. I thought you were going to be a little more helpful, Director Vought, but that's fine. So this is Boston studies, Lancet studies. Others have said hundreds of thousands to millions of kids and adults will die because of this. One of your co-conspirators, Elon Musk, recently has been going nuts trying to claim no one's died, and he has to name names. So let me mention a few people who've died because of these cuts. Rovina Naboy in Kenya, her little daughter Jane, died of starvation in a refugee camp because we cut back on their food and the food rations. She got sick and died. Ugana Balama in Nigeria, USAID-funded program, Babies a Special Nutrient-Dense Paste to avoid malnutrition. She had twins, 6 months old. The program ended abruptly because of cuts to USAID. 2 weeks later, one of the twins died. I've got a bunch more. Are you familiar with any of these stories?
13.4 million for civic engagement.
Are you familiar with any of these stories? There's no number involved in that answer, Director Vought.
You're citing.
Are you familiar with any of these stories? I just gave you 2 examples. Are you familiar? It's a yes or no.
I am familiar.
Don't dance. You're not a tap dancer. Are you familiar with the stories? It's really that simple.
I am familiar with the press that you are citing. The reports that you are also referring to are
I take my time back. You're clearly not going to answer questions today. I thought you came to answer questions. You're not. So will you commit to reach out if I submit some of these names of people who have allegedly died due to cuts? Will you personally reach out to find out if they have, since you're saying no one's died?
I will personally read all correspondence that Congress gives me and do everything I can to be responsive to them.
Yeah, and could you reach out to them to actually verify whether or not someone's died because of a cut to USAID?
We're monitoring all of these studies to see if there's validity, but there is nothing about those studies that has caused us to think differently about ending
morally,
$4.6 million to build climate resilience in Honduras.
Take my time back, please. Morally, isn't it wrong to facilitate the death of children?
Isn't it morally wrong to
That's a question coming back with
Zimbabwe?
Look, you're not Confucius or whatever you think you are, answering a question with a question. I said, is it morally wrong to facilitate the killing of children?
You're basing
Simple question.
You're basing it on a premise that is false. I'm not going to answer that question.
Take my time back. You wrote in a 2021 article in Newsweek about Christian nationalism that our rights and duties are understood to come from God. Isaiah 58:7 commands, quote, share your food with the hungry and provide the poor wanderer with shelter. Are you saying God was misquoted or wrong?
I'm sorry, what does that have to do with the question with regard to our administration?
It's morally wrong to facilitate the death of children. I think
we're not doing
everyone.
We're not doing that.
Like that's why I'm asking you to reach out to folks. But what I'm saying is, if that is a quote from the Bible, and I know you are a Christian nationalist by declaration, by articles.
Second year in a row that you've used that slander for
it's not slander. You think that's slander?
You and other Christians.
Do you think calling someone a Christian nationalist is a slander? You wrote an article. Is there anything actually wrong with Christian nationalism, and now you're saying it's a slander? That's really odd.
I don't pejorative, and it's the second year you've done it.
Would you agree that it is wrong, morally, ethically, or by your own admission, biblical standards? Is it wrong to facilitate the death of children? That's
We're not doing that. We have adequate foreign aid for this.
You're not answering the question. Listen to the question, please. Is it morally, ethically, or biblically wrong to facilitate the death of children? Don't take anything else in context. Is it wrong?
This administration is not doing that.
You cannot answer a question. I mean, I
believe he answered the question. You just don't like the answer. So
no, he hasn't. No, Mr. Chairman, you can ask your own questions and get your own answers, but if he's not going to give an answer,
And move on.
everyone else can figure out. No, I don't have to move on. I can ask the question, and if this guy is going to, one, say Christian nationalism is an insult, you might have some friends to answer to that one for, but to say the sort of stuff and not answer questions directly, it is morally, ethically, and biblically wrong to facilitate the death
5
of
minutes are
children.
up.
I
Now
yield back.
recognize